back and forth.
By the way, I'm not sure Hatton even made contact. It looked as though he hit the top rope and not the back of Mayweather's head.
Well, he may have grazed it, but
the intent was
that
there.
was certainly a borderline situation.
We are 6 rounds through the fight, halfway done. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Look at Jim. In rounds, I have it 3-2-1 even Ricky Hatton. In points, 57-56, Ricky Hatton. You know, Jim, Floyd Mayweather, somehow or another gives me no lateral movement. I don't think there's an excuse for that. Ricky Hatton, I gotta say this much about the cut man. In England, they don't use adrenaline 1 to 1,000. In the United States, they use Aventine and Thrombin, which gives a U.S. cut man a tremendous advantage. Keep that in mind, Jim. Anyway, Ricky Hatton by 1 point.
Some of you may know that in his other life, Harold Letterman is a pharmacist, and thus his familiarity with the chemistry of cuts. Harold, surely Mick Williamson, Hatton's cut man, has availed himself of the opportunity to use what's legal in America,
Jim,
right?
I doubt it very much. I mean, every time I've seen the cut man from the UK, they don't know how to use Aventine. You have to have a certain expertise with it. They don't know what thrombin is. They swear by adrenaline 1 to 1,000. The U.S. cut guys rely on Aventine and thrombin mostly. They throw in the adrenaline as well.
Well, whatever he's using, Harold, it seems to be working pretty well. I mean, about 10 minutes ago, we thought this fight could end prematurely.
Doesn't seem in danger of ending prematurely now, that's for sure. And Ricky Hatton continues from round to round to control the real estate, or at least to be able to get Floyd Mayweather maneuvered against the ropes often enough to be fighting more his fight than Mayweather's fight. Doesn't mean that he's landing clean, hard punches. Floyd Mayweather does that when they're in the center of the ring.
Floyd's mind is still very sharp, though. You have to be very careful. He's very cagey. He's fighting a different fight, but I think he's more dangerous now the way he's fighting.
And incidentally, just to button the discussion about cut technique, no, Mick Williamson is not using the American available Aventine, using, as Harold Letterman suggested exactly he would, the 1 to 100 adrenaline solution that they use in England.
You know, the difference between adrenaline and 1/1000, a lot of times you use it and it's not effective here because it's old. We don't look at the date on the bottle. And you have to have it fresh. It's something that has to be fresh.
This tutorial
has gotten to our game. Yes. 20 seconds to go in round 7, and it's been very much like round 6.
It's another round where...
You know, last month we had a fight between Cotto and Mosley, a brilliant fight that everyone expected to go about the way it did. This fight is going about the way we expected also. An ugly, close quarters, mauling, brawling fight.
And suddenly, at the end of that round, Ricky Hatton was able to make Floyd Mayweather miss with those right and left-hand shots.
But Floyd is becoming more physical himself.
Keep pot shotting that motherfucker. Keep trying to run that shit up the middle. Touch the body. Touch the body. Shoot that shit up the middle. All you doing is grab.
You're behind. Worry about the next one, not the last one. You're behind with the point off. You know what I mean? You've got to get some clean work in.
Let's see how many landed and how many he missed. Mayweather at the end of the round. Right hand leads. Oh, this is a package of right hand leads from throughout the fight. That was early in the fight when he was landing right hands flush several times and punishing Hatton in the center of the ring. These have been the most damaging blows thrown so far, and we believe it was one of those right hands which created the cut over Ricky Hatton's right arm. Toward the end of the last round, Mayweather flurried and seemed to miss with most of his right and left hand shots. However, CompuBox numbers in round 7, Floyd Mayweather 12 out of 36, Hatton 6 out of 41. Mayweather, as was the case against De La Hoya, by far the more accurate puncher. That time it was Ricky Hatton who reached out and grabbed Floyd Mayweather after Mayweather connected with a punch. Now Mayweather takes Hatton back against the ropes, reversing the pattern. uppercut by Mayweather. Good punch.
Yeah, Floyd is really...
He's mixing up his attack.
Well, Ricky is bringing the best out of him.
Great right hand seems momentarily to stun Hatton. But Ricky bounces and comes forward again.
But he's just eating up those right hands. And Floyd is, as I said at the end of the last round, he's becoming more physical and more aggressive himself now.
Hatton would do well to try to get out of the center of the ring. Mayweather has huge advantages when they're out there.
Yeah, Floyd has still got good eyes, good reflexes, and I like to see him when he's more aggressive like he was a few seconds ago, and when he fought Diego Morales.
Now Hatton's back to where he wants to fight. Mayweather seemed to make it available to him as though he wanted to take a break from all the offensive action.
Get him out, get him out, get him out. Let's go, watch out, watch out.
One thing, Ricky cannot afford to get tired, because if he ever gets tired, Floyd is going to explode and will take him out, because Floyd still can think very good when he gets tired.
Good quick left hook by Mayweather as Hatton came in. Sometimes it's the right hand, sometimes it's the left hook. Huge round for Mayweather here in the 8th.
And don't forget, there's no standing count here.
Mayweather believes he's got Hatton in big trouble. Hatton gets a chance to land a right hand in return. Mayweather brought the crowd to their feet with that offensive assault, and it was brilliant stuff. Now Hatton shows he's not done yet.
But the difference is Ricky's not landing anything effective and clean. It's ineffective aggression.
Keep doing what you just did. You're breaking that whole round. Don't worry. They'll rescue that motherfucker. Deep breath. Deep breath.
Beautiful work.
Floyd, you can beat him inside. You ain't got to walk away from that motherfucker. You hurt him.
Right. Fine. Yeah, great. It's fine, no problem. Everyone's taking on serious punishment. I'm here to protect you, man. Listen, he's okay. Silly fighting back there, though. Yeah. Listen.
He's back doing a good
As soon as he starts over, he throws him down, right?
Yep, I see it right there. Oh. Well, you see Floyd landing a lot of clean, effective punches this round. Even though Ricky was aggressive and mauling him, he never was landing the clean, effective punches the way that Floyd is. Floyd has been effective with the right hand all night long.
That was a landslide round from Mayweather, who by CompuBox count landed 26 out of 46 power shots. 6 of 31 for Ricky Hatton. So now Hatton needs something of a comeback as Mayweather has climbed into the lead on Harold Letterman's scorecard. Like the last one shows you why when CompuBox sorts out all of the fighters in the sport and defines them in plus-minus terms, percentage of punches connected versus percentage of punches connected against them, Floyd Mayweather has by far the most positive plus-minus rating of any fighter in the sport. Huge difference between Mayweather's connect percentage and the percentage of punches landed against him, and you're seeing it again here tonight.
His hat slowing down, Emmanuel.
Yeah, I said he cannot afford to get tired and slow down, because he does. Floyd, very intelligent fighter. He will study him, and once he sees he's slowing down, he will take advantage of him, maybe stop him as the fight goes on. Ricky's doing a lot of mauling, pushing, aggressive, but not landing clean, effective blows. There's
still little patches where Hatton gets to fight the way he wants to fight, and seems to get the better of it.
But he's still not landing the clean blows. It is trade block, left hook to the body. He hasn't landed that all night.
This does nothing to dampen the enthusiasm of Hatton's followers, as you can hear.
Well, he's moving in, but he keeps his head straight there. He doesn't move, and you can sense when Floyd's going to punch. All he did was just try to move his head, but he's just so anxious to get to him that he's not even preparing for punches to come back.
Bring out, clean, let him out. Bring out.
Suddenly in this round, Floyd Mayweather begins to use his jab, a weapon we don't see all that often. It's almost as though he disdains it from time to time, somewhat in the fashion of Roy Jones at the peak of his career. Now there's that straight right hand again and again. And Mayweather grinning to those at ringside as if to say, look how easy this is.
Got 2 rounds. You can't let him have any more. There's 2 rounds left. You can't let him have any more. You can't let him have any more, Ricky. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yes? Don't take no crazy chances with your family in your fucking face. Move your head, slip in with a single, and then when you hit his head, get some room to move. Get some room to punch. You've got to do it in this next 2 rounds. Right? Don't go crazy. I'm telling you, don't go fucking crazy. Forget about defense.
Almost as if he wanted to show he could do it, Floyd Mayweather unveiled his jab in round 9 and landed 11 of 15 of them. 73% connect percentage. Ricky Hatton was 0 for 8 with his jab. Harold, how do you have it tonight?
Okay, Jim. 5-3, 1 even, 86-84. Floyd Mayweather. Jim, you're starting to move. You see, just as I said early in the fight, where Ricky Hatton rushes in, Floyd Mayweather skips back, gets off a nice right hand, and he nails him on the way in. Floyd taking over the fight, wins 3 rounds in a row on my card. I'm clean punch.
In case you're wondering about the indomitability of Hatton's fans, remember that Ricky Hatton and his public have never tasted defeat. 43 wins, no losses coming in. A victory would leave him once again dead level with his Welsh compatriot, Joe Calzaghe, who's 44 and 0. They've been stride for stride throughout their career.
Check left hook. A check left hook went right into it. He never saw it.
What a perfect shot. The left hook by Mayweather, and that tells you everything you know.
And he is on shaky legs.
Yeah.
He's on shaky legs. He's got to bide time here.
Well, he's not the type of fighter that knows how to do that.
Every situation for Hatton.
This fight is over. Floyd Mayweather has a knockout victory over Ricky Hatton.
Mayweather dealt with a situation or a fighter he's never been confronted with before.
And it brought the best out of him.
He stayed close and closed the show.
A brilliant performance once again. Well said, Emmanuel. Hatton succeeded in bringing the best out of Mayweather.
He's always come up big in his biggest fights.